Let's go over to the Joe Budden podcast. So Joe Budden dissed NBA YoungBoy. He was like, yo, let's have this honest conversation. And he was just like, NBA YoungBoy is trash. He's whack. He's been whack for a while. We need to really talk about it. You know, and that was the initial strike.
Yeah.
And then, of course, NBA YoungBoy comes back in beautiful fashion. You know what I'm saying? You know, the way that he normally does. But before we watch Joe Budden call him whack, and then we watch NBA YoungBoy's response, what do y'all think about? How do y'all feel about that take? NBA YoungBoy's music is trash.
I heard it, and I was like, let me go and listen to the most recent NBA YoungBoy song that came out. I played that shit, and I was like, this is not as bad as he's making it seem. Yeah, because I've never been a fan of NBA YoungBoy personally.
Like you never been like, oh, that new NBA just dropped.
Like I've heard, like I know him up until the point like that you can't avoid. Like the songs that just get so big, it's everywhere. Yeah. That's all I've heard.
Those are the ones I know.
Yeah, NBA YoungBoy, like, he cool. Like, he's not terrible just because of the sheer amount of people that listen to him. Like, he's not terrible. Like, and I'm not, like, really even a numbers nigga, but, like, his numbers is just so crazy.
His numbers are crazy.
On YouTube.
And then it's actually
YouTube,
in real life. Like, I know real life, like, NBA YoungBoy fans. Like, niggas
I do, too. The thing with NBA YoungBoy, I can never get down with it because I don't know what that nigga be saying for, like, genuinely.
Yeah, likewise.
There's certain, I'll be like, what is he talking about right now? Like, what is he legit? What is he saying? What did he just say? Like,
he probably don't know.
I felt like an old nigga. I feel like I feel old
Turn
listening.
to old nigga.
I have become that nigga for sure.
Yeah, in terms of his music, it's not like that for everybody else's music though. You know, some people might sound like him, but it comes off clear. But for him, I'd be like, I don't know what this nigga's talking about. So that could attribute to the whackness.
He got that gumbo in his diction.
But but it ain't doing it nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? But
nah.
But trash though.
But trash. Joe Budden made it seem like I can't even think of a proper comparison. He just made it seem like he absolutely has no business on the microphone. Which I disagree with.
Bro, I just reposted something to my Instagram story, bro. There was an episode, it was like 118 on the 3 Podcast.
Trash.
The trash compilation. Because I was just like, bro, trash just goes so hard for ratings. It's so much, and it's fun. It's like he might not think he should never touch a microphone again because everybody knows NBA YoungBoy got at least a couple songs that you like. There's probably at least 2 to 3 NBA YoungBoy songs I probably know the words to and I don't even realize it. Type shit, but trash just hits. It hits.
Trash is just so much like it's bold. It's like,
oh my God,
there's no conversation after it's trash. Like there's no, you don't got to defend that.
Especially when you stand on that bitch, nigga. This shit's trash.
It's like SMD of the music industry.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just like. Just no hope for trash.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? Like trash is just trash. Like bad is like it's hope for those, you know. It's
You're
hope
defeated if you're calling some shit trash.
Final.
Yeah, it's final. It's the final level.
It's nigga, I'm not trying to debate with you. I'm telling you
something.
something.
It's not even a conversation. It's just I don't like it. Move on.
Yeah.
And the funny thing too is that like so many people, Joe Budden music critiques just
grinds him up.
It fucks him up. It fuck a nigga up. Anthony Fantano used to do that a lot to people too. It hasn't.
Probably still does.
Yeah, I have. It probably still does, but it's not as big. I mean, shit. Drake just had a moment. Yeah, I forgot. Drake had a moment where he was mad at Anthony Fantano for a take he did, and he was Joe. And Joe, yeah. But Joe consistently is doing it though. Like if he speaks and says that shit is trash, nigga, that nigga like it discombobulates niggas.
And it's
first
weird
Drake,
because
then Lupe, now this nigga.
And it's not like
writer.
J.R. Writer.
He got that Patrice O'Neal effect to where it's like, if I don't like it, you probably shouldn't like it either.
Yeah. Where his word is so final.
But it's not. But no, it's not even like final for real because it's not like his words move mountains. Like his words doesn't change him to being trash. It's just only personal.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
That's true.
But it does sensationalize and create a conversation online that can make the overwhelming majority look like niggas is agreeing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
he can't necessarily just say what the narrative is and have that be it, but he can ask a question or pose a topic
and create
now the waters are stirred.
Correct.
Yeah.
Whether you agree or disagree, there's action happening now.
Yeah.
In terms of NBA YoungBoy though, like that's not happening.
Yeah, man.
And I don't think that's ever like when has that ever happened with Joe?
A bunch of times.
When does whatever happen with Joe?
When he's like stirred the waters? A bunch of times.
That's all he does. Shit.
Yeah, all the time.
But he doesn't like to swim. He just likes to skip rocks. That bitch. He tries to make a splash in the pond, nigga.
Yeah, for real.
Why it look like you took that picture by the LOY wall?
Wait,
that's the wrong one.
Yeah, let's look at this.
I clicked on the Joe. This is NBA.
Damn, you might have to go to Chick's page. I might have fucked up the copy and paste then.
Shout out to our fourth microphone.
Chick's move.
Yeah, sit fifth.
The one and only.
Move. Birdman responded apparently. I didn't watch that either. I'm not going to just because I'm sure. Hey, Playboy, watch your mouth, Playboy.
Mm-hmm. You could probably reenact it.
You've been doing a lot this year, Playboy.
Jesus Christ. It's always some news with Joe, though.
Joe responds.
Yeah, so there's another one. Go down.
Oh, shit. Chick's been working lately. God damn, he's off from today?
Yeah, you remember he got the sports niggas too? No, these ain't all from today.
Okay.
But you remember he got the sports niggas too, so they're adding their videos.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Chase probably got them all in that one video. Just click it.
Yeah.
That would only make sense.
You know, Chase does due diligence.
Yeah, he does it. Yeah. He does it right every time.
That's 100.
That intro hasn't changed either. It doesn't need to.
That's a fact.
Chase, what that
Joe Budden versus the industry. Many years ago, when Joe Budden used to be a rapper, he would often take shots at other rappers, inviting them to a rap beef. Those rappers refused to engage back with Joe. They felt like Joe was not on their level. Fast forward to 2023. Anytime Joe Budden critiques a rapper, we get a response from the rapper within 24 hours. Now, if you guys haven't watched the video, make sure you guys go catch up here. But Joe Budden critiqued NBA YoungBoy, called him trash on the last podcast, and also said that the machine that used to be back in NBA YoungBoy is no longer there. Now, YoungBoy did respond back to Joe Budden. Here's what he said.
Last thing I dropped was decided to. My album still in the top 10. Pussy ass nigga. Don't speak on me. I don't play that shit. Don't rat on me neither, you pussy bitch. Yeah, bubba. I said, want that piece about 2 minutes old. Stupid, dumb bitch. Your dick don't even get hard no more. Count ass nigga. Ain't no sabotaging me, bitch. Fuck wrong with that nigga, man. Don't rat on me. Don't rat on me, bitch. And I don't want to argue with your bitch ass, nigga. Hey, bitch, you do all them interviews. Hey, come on, Grave Digger Mountain and talk to me, nigga. You can't, bitch, if you can't do that, man, hey, your bitch made, nigga, shut your fucking mouth.
Now, tonight, Joe Budden was on the JBTV Twitter Spaces Live. Shout out to them. Make sure you guys go join their group on Twitter. Joe spoke on the YB situation, and he kind of seemed to double down. According to Joe, he's not cloud chasing because he's bigger than NBA YoungBoy. Not only that, but Joe also listed the album sales numbers of NBA YoungBoy's past projects. Here's what he said.
Question. Y'all don't think Joe was cloud chasing with that?
I just want to say I'm way bigger than him. Stop this.
You are not bigger than YoungBoy, Joe.
I think
you are not bigger than YoungBoy.
You young idiots get food, bodies, label metrics, and these digital tricks. Would you like me to read you the numbers on YoungBoy's last 6 projects? 2022, Never Broke Again. Quando Rondo, LLC, 14,000 copies. Week 1, Billboard position 62. Then you have Feds Baby, Moneybag Yo, 2017, 21,000. Week 1, 3,800 degrees. October 7th, 2022, 24,000. What else we got? Better Than You with the Baby.
He's like, I can't believe I'm reading this.
March 4th, 2022, 28,000. Until I Return, 2020, 29,000.
Like, this is like an emotional range right now.
You skipped a bunch of projects.
It's like the 2 theater man.
You skipped a bunch of projects.
2023, 29,000. Here, we got another one here, 2022. Drama, I Got a Family, 39,000. We got another one here, September 6th. Never Broke Again, 39,000. We got another one here, 2018,
we haven't even hit 50,000.
43,000. We got another one, 43,000. 2018, we got another one here.
Bro, he put like 11 out in like 1 year. Some crazy shit like that.
You're doing a lot for somebody that don't sell more than 60,000 records. Like, stop it. It's not this dominant force that you niggas keep trying to make it out to be. Y'all did the same thing with Brant. Y'all do the same thing with all these new niggas that y'all like. Just stop, yo. Stop.
Let me ask you a question, Joe. If you were to do a live show and YoungBoy was to do a live show, who do you think brings more people out?
I'm not doing live shows. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares now it's who cares.
And lastly, for everybody that wanted to know why Joe spoke on it in that tone, according to him, he was tired and ready to go.
I could have found a much nicer way to say whatever it is I was trying to say.
You said horrible like 5 times and then really like 7 times. Like, no.
And really, I wrote this shit down to throw it at the panel, and they fucking hit the reverse card on me. It was the end of the pod. I was just ready to go.
Now, looking at the comments from the
So, yeah.
So he wrote that down for his other niggas.
Them Twitter spaces. Well, they got, them Twitter spaces.
I don't think, I wish he would have like kind of delved deeper in like what he meant by like bigger. That's such a like a weird word. Like, what do you mean by bigger in terms of like,
how do you quantify that?
In terms of like reach?
Power, reach, like
probably
accessibility.
Power, yeah, it probably influence.
Money?
Influence. Power and influence.
Maybe talking about that too.
Who you think? But who do you think has more money? I don't really care.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't really care.
Probably Joe.
Music money is different, but I don't know what NBA's legal situation is or his label situation.
Yeah,
like I have no idea because money music is different. But
and this nigga
actually, he was in a bad deal. For
NBA YoungBoy is the most streamed artist on like YouTube for like the past 8 years.
But then again,
but what's crazy when you hear the sales of those streams, that shit don't sound like nothing.
It's nothing. Yeah, because then again, he said, there's somebody pushing the button to really make that shit thrive like that. Yeah. Allegedly, I don't know.
You know, but
that's his point.
There's button pushers on every app for sure.
It's button pushers for everybody.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
For the most part, I mean, shit, you drop 6 projects, they all hit above 20. I mean, you're still the most streamed artist on YouTube. Like, you can't help the fact that your fan base are just some deranged niggas that only listen to your shit on YouTube.
It's not buying iTunes.
Like,
nigga.
you can't help that. Like, nigga, your fan base is your fan base.
You gotta.
But it's still a weird comparison to make. Like, why would
base.
Joe even say that? Why would Joe even try to start that? I'm bigger than NBA YoungBoy.
It makes sense why he did it because people talk about NBA YoungBoy like he's Lil Uzi Vert, but in actuality, Lil Uzi Vert is Lil Uzi Vert, and NBA YoungBoy is NBA YoungBoy. Lil Uzi Vert drops, we're gonna get $150 to $200 in the first week.
Sales?
Yeah, Uzi does crazy sales. Like a Post Malone. Like people talk about, Post Malone, Uzi. Like they talk about a YoungBoy like that, but then when you put those numbers next to each other, it's like nigga, in terms of just these numbers, this shit looks really bad
But
right now.
if you're looking at, but that's the thing.
Whose album says of these?
Uzi. 167,000.
Jesus.
But coming from a person like Joe,
1 week, nigga.
yeah, Uzi's
nigga-
been doing numbers.
This
Oh,
nigga
no,
has
wait.
it.
Wait, hold on. I was about to say, you got to keep reading that. It seems like with the 167,000 album equivalent units consisting of 11,000 album sales.
But you see, streaming, the
I think
weird
his
thing,
last one didn't do well though.
The last one might not have done well, but I vividly remember. I know Uzi does at least 100 plus, because this nigga academics, he'll get on stream and be like,
Uzi does numbers. But
he
the
does
conversation,
7,
the conversation regarding streaming is stupid because there's so many different like areas. Like first of all, Uzi, this nigga was on like every esports game ever. Like, of course, his streaming numbers is gonna like vary a little bit different.
Oh yeah,
he's
that
not
bag is crazy.
like the marketing is different.
That's part of it.
NBA
though.
YoungBoy
That's
is
part
like
of it for all of these niggas.
That's
but
part of his
NBA
relevance.
YoungBoy's name it's always been NBA YoungBoy for years, regardless of album sales.
Yeah, but
because
we're
I've
talking
never heard anybody talk about Boosie's
If
album
we're talking
sales.
about numbers, your numbers are generated by everywhere that you are. And if you're everywhere, nigga, then you have numbers.
But don't we have to, like, in 2023, don't we kind of had to adjust for inflation? Like, album sales aren't selling like they was back in the day.
Yeah,
because we getting shit different.
Yeah, but if they talk about you like you are on Post Malone level and you haven't even passed 60,000 sales,
Correct.
That's kind of
That's
kind of crazy. You don't have 100,000 sales in 1 week yet. 11 hours
And
hours
first
later,
of all, I don't.
that shit's kind of crazy.
I don't like that people put NBA YoungBoy. That those people are not here.
Yeah.
Who are these people? Who put NBA YoungBoy next,
compared,
like side by side by Post Malone?
They talk about him like that. I'm
just talking about the way that people talk about him.
Yeah.
You mean his fans, his loyal fans?
Yeah,
Nigga,
that's his loyal fans.
You too. You were stuck on he's the most streamed artist on YouTube.
Because that's a fact.
Yeah, but that's obviously not translating to shit.
It's not.
But the thing
in terms of what makes him his bread and butter.
Okay.
You can feel NBA YoungBoy's impact.
You can literally
like these young niggas. Is like
Yes.
I hear about Post Malone, but it's when he's
Put it
like
like this.
doing some stupid shit.
Put it like this, right? Put it like this.
Okay.
When Young Thug was in my opinion, his like best area of music.
Well,
I was streaming all his shit on Spinrilla, which wasn't being counted as an actual album sale.
Right.
If you go to Young Thug's earliest numbers, they were fucking shit.
Yeah.
They were literally terrible,
It's
but
true.
it was his best music. Barter 6 sold shit, but it was his best tape, in my opinion.
No, I'm with
but
you
you
on that
go
for sure.
forward to Pretty Beautiful Thugger Girls, which that tape was kind of alright,
It's like-
but it sold hella numbers. But that it has nothing to do with the quality of the music or the fan base.
Right.
It's literally just some certain shit you can't control.
Yeah.
But regardless, the point is,
What it does have something
first of all,
to do.
I don't really even care. This whole conversation started because Joe said he's bigger than NBA YoungBoy.
Oh, yeah, that's
which
right. I
is
forgot
not
about that.
which is not true, and it's a stupid thing for him to say.
You
It's
think
not
so?
true.
It's a
I don't
stupid.
know.
It's a weird
It's
comparison.
a stupid thing
No,
for him
I
to
will
say.
agree it's a weird comparison.
It's a weird
Like, how do
comparison.
you
I
even?
know
It's not stupid. It's a
I
weird
know
comparison,
young
though.
niggas
Yeah.
that would like.
That would kill for this.
They don't even like the idea of thinking about Joe Budden.
He's only
kills
saying.
them.
He's only saying. Wait,
Like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
But he's only saying that in reference to them calling him a cloud chaser. So that's his defense.
So
That's so true.
So
though.
all of this is
Some
basically
people hear Joe
started from
Budden
some
and they
emotional
think
shit.
it's
It's like they'd
losing.
rather go to the fucking library.
Bruh, yeah. That shit is true.
So
bro.
all of this started from Joe acting out, and like emotionally,
he seemed pretty.
all
he
intents and
seemed pretty
purposes.
monotone.
For all,
He's
well,
pretty chill.
you said
Maybe
he was doing what he
said
does.
this. But no, Lauren, you said this was in response to
them saying
other
he's
people.
This is
cloud
defense.
chasing. This is defense right here.
This is
So
damage
this is
that's
the
his
defense.
defense. That's his defense.
That's a caveat that
He's
should have
saying-
been said in the beginning.
Yeah,
That
this is
probably would have
defense.
set the foundation
Because
of
this
this
is
conversation.
after the whole screamer
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But this is like all. This isn't. This has nothing to do with
This is-
NBA YoungBoy. He needs to talk about like the fans that was saying that shit.
Yeah,
All
the
right,
more
so-
I'm thinking about it, the more
'Cause
ridiculous
th-
this gets.
but
Like,
if we're
it's
talking
niggas,
about-
it's niggas
Wait.
outside right now
Like-
walking like NBA
Yeah,
YoungBoy.
but if we talk about money and
like,
power and
they're
influence,
literally walking like the nigga. Like,
yeah.
with him playing in his ears, ready to
But-
go fuck some shit up.
All right, well, we'll bring it back to this. NBA YoungBoy did give him an official invite to Gravedigger Mountain to do an interview. Do y'all think Joe? do y'all think Joe should do it?
Is that a real mountain?
I don't know.
Is that fucking a catchphrase for
That's-
death?
No, I think
That nigga has vultures for
Gravedigger
pets.
Mountain. That's a real place. Where is it at? Because he's in Wyoming, I think.
No, it's not. It's
I think
it's a
real.
metaphorical area.
I think
be
it's
real.
a spiritual plane.
Yeah, it's
Nah, it could be. Bro, there's some crazy.
the limbo. It's
there's
what
some,
he calls
there's
it
some
limbo.
between
crazy
the third
area.
and fourth dimensions.
But is it a real area?
I don't think so. No.
Nah,
But
nigga.
he does live on a mountaintop.
Gravedigger Mountain goes crazy.
Gravedigger Mountain.
That
That's-
shit goes crazy.
Yo, and he doesn't get enough credit for like just being a scary figure. Like,
bruh, the nigga is
Bruh.
yeah, bro.
like I believe him wholeheartedly every time.
Yo,
he
and
speaks.
he's been in gangster situations. Like,
Yeah.
remember he just was like on the highway, SUV shot at, somebody died in the
Right.
SUV. Nigga just gets out and leaves, type shit. Like, he's been
like he
in,
wrecked the go kart.
bro. Like, yeah, he's been in some wild shit. Like,
Bruh,
yeah,
like don't play with Lil Top. That's literally a
Bruh.
saying, nigga.
Yeah, dog.
like little niggas love that shit.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm just thinking about all like my little brothers, like they world, nigga.
How they act
NBA
like-
YoungBoy is a god. It's not
sure.
even close. It's
Regardless
literally not
of
close.
sales, because it's like that's really a childish thing, especially coming from two musicians. Two musicians.
It's not childish. It's not childish because of the way that music has
Musicians.
changed. It's not.
Musician,
Yeah, it's not. It's not childish. We should. They were talking about it on another pod, and it's a different conversation. But we should go back to like finding different ways to get paid for music because it's gone to shit.
The game is different, nigga. That's why I said we
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
adjust
yeah.
for inflation with those numbers. Because if NBA YoungBoy had the same amount of fans right now in like the early 2000s when niggas was still buying physical copies of shit, this could be a completely different conversation.
And
yeah. For sure.
it's definitely somebody who's streaming way more than NBA YoungBoy, but they're not filling out an arena. Shit, they probably not even filling out a local collegiate gym.
Like,
it's
NBA
when
YoungBoy's
niggas,
not filling out an arena.
Do you think? I don't
He
think
doesn't
he's
even.
doing that.
He doesn't even go on
Yeah.
tour. He doesn't like to perform.
Can he
because he
leave
gets shot at
Louisiana?
all the
Well,
time.
at this point, he can't. But even when he was free and able to move around, he's like, he did one show, literally one show.
because
he
he's
doesn't like
below
you-
top.
yeah.
And
Like,
when you think NBA YoungBoy, you don't think performance.
Yeah, like,
you
you
don't
don't think I'm gonna see him in person.
you don't think spectacle and show. You think let me enjoy this shit before I whoop a nigga's
which is
ass.
crazy because he's
which adds a whole nother factor to being big is
probably gotta
actually
see that.
performing in front of the fans, which he's barely even done yet. He's still this fucking big.
Yeah.
So it's like he's he's not even really touching the people, but the people want to touch him.
That's probably what makes him such a mythological figure.
Like
that they can't
Cardi
get
shit.
around him.
Yeah. I don't understand Cardi at all.
Be a Playboy.
No, Playboy.
I used to understand him, but I'm starting to think that like
lost.
Atlanta is just a crazy place. When crazy shit goes down, it's just like, nigga, I don't know.
Yeah. Let's go over to this